Have you ever thought about how much power your credit score holds? This seemingly simple three-digit number can have a profound impact on various aspects of your life. It's not just a number, it's a reflection of your financial behavior and history. This three-digit number can determine your access to loans, apartments, and even jobs. Imagine applying for your dream job and finding out that your credit score is a factor in the hiring decision. Or consider trying to rent an apartment in a competitive market where landlords use credit scores to screen potential tenants. Lenders use it to assess your financial trustworthiness. They look at your credit score to decide whether to approve your loan application and what interest rates to offer you. A higher score can mean lower interest rates, saving you thousands of dollars over the life of a loan. A good credit score can open doors to lower interest rates and better terms. It can make the difference between getting approved for a mortgage or car loan and being denied. It can also affect the terms of your credit card, including the interest rate and credit limit. A low score can make life much harder. It can lead to higher interest rates, making loans more expensive. It can also result in being denied for credit altogether, limiting your financial options and opportunities. It's crucial to understand how this score is calculated and what you can do if you find mistakes. Your credit score is based on your credit report, which includes information about your borrowing and repayment history. Errors in your credit report can negatively impact your score, so it's important to review your report regularly and dispute any inaccuracies. That's where credit reporting comes in. Credit reporting agencies, also known as credit bureaus, collect information about your borrowing and repayment history. They compile this data into a detailed report that lenders use to evaluate your creditworthiness. Credit reporting agencies, also known as credit bureaus, collect information about your borrowing and repayment history. They compile this data into a detailed report that lenders use to evaluate your creditworthiness. This report includes information about your credit accounts, payment history, and any public records such as bankruptcies or foreclosures. They compile this data into a detailed report that lenders use to evaluate your creditworthiness. This report is used to calculate your credit score, which is a numerical representation of your credit risk. The higher your score, the lower the risk you pose to lenders. But what happens when the information in your credit report is incorrect? Errors can occur for various reasons, such as identity theft, clerical mistakes, or outdated information. These errors can lower your credit score and affect your ability to obtain credit. It happens more often than you think, and it can have serious consequences. Incorrect information on your credit report can lead to higher interest rates, loan denials, and even job rejections. That's why it's essential to monitor your credit report regularly and take action to correct any errors you find. The credit reporting process can feel like navigating a complicated maze. Multiple players are involved: lenders who provide information, credit bureaus that compile it, and consumers who are ultimately affected by it. This information is used to create your credit report, a detailed record of your credit history. However, the process is far from perfect. Mistakes can and do happen. Information can be misreported, outdated, or even belong to someone else entirely. This is where the need for dispute resolution mechanisms comes in, and this is where the knowledge gap among consumers becomes glaringly apparent. Most people don't understand the intricacies of credit reporting. It's not something typically taught in school, and it can be incredibly complex. This lack of awareness makes consumers vulnerable to inaccuracies in their reports without even realizing it. Many individuals assume that credit bureaus are infallible and that their reports are always accurate. This lack of knowledge extends to the available avenues for dispute resolution. While most people are aware of credit bureau disputes, few realize they can and should often go directly to the source. The lender. Fortunately, you have rights as a consumer. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA, is a federal law designed to protect you from unfair or inaccurate credit reporting. This law gives you the right to access your credit report, dispute inaccurate information, and have errors investigated and corrected. It's your shield against inaccurate credit reporting practices. However, the FCRA's provisions are only effective if consumers are aware of them and empowered to use them. This is where the disparity in emphasis between disputing errors with credit bureaus versus lenders comes into play. Go straight to the source, disputing errors, directly with lenders. While disputing errors with credit bureaus is a well-known path, directly addressing inaccuracies with lenders is often overlooked. Many people are unaware that they have the option to go straight to the source of the information. This can be a game changer in resolving credit report errors more efficiently. This is unfortunate because going straight to the source can be a faster and more effective way to resolve disputes. By contacting the lender directly, you can often bypass the lengthy process that credit bureaus may require. This direct communication can lead to quicker resolutions and a more straightforward path to correcting your credit report. Lenders, as furnishers of information, have a responsibility to ensure the accuracy of the data they provide to credit bureaus. They are required by law to investigate any disputes and correct any inaccuracies they find. This means that when you bring an error to their attention, they must take it seriously and act accordingly. When you dispute an error with a lender, they are legally obligated to investigate your claim and correct inaccuracies. This process involves reviewing your account, verifying the information, and making necessary corrections. It's a proactive step that can save you time and frustration in the long run. This direct approach can potentially lead to faster resolutions and prevent the error from recurring. By addressing the issue at its source, you can ensure that your credit report is accurate and up to date, which is crucial for maintaining a healthy financial profile. Taking this step can provide peace of mind and a clearer path to financial stability. Breaking down the barriers. Why lender disputes are often overlooked. Despite the benefits of direct lender disputes, several systemic barriers prevent this approach from being widely utilized. One significant factor is the lack of awareness among consumers about their right to contact lenders directly. Credit bureaus, understandably, emphasize their role in the dispute process. Additionally, the lack of standardized procedures for lender disputes can create confusion and make it challenging for consumers to navigate the process. This is compounded by the fact that many lenders don't make it easy to find information about disputing errors directly with them. A call for change: building a fairer credit reporting system. Addressing these systemic barriers is crucial to creating a fairer and more transparent credit reporting system. Standardizing lender dispute procedures and making them easily accessible to consumers is a critical first step. This could involve creating a centralized online platform where consumers can file disputes with any lender. Furthermore, enhancing consumer education about credit reporting is essential. This includes raising awareness about the right to directly dispute errors with lenders and providing clear, concise information on how to do so effectively. Take charge of your credit. A roadmap for consumers. As a consumer, you have the power to take charge of your credit health. Regularly reviewing your credit reports from all three major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, is crucial. Familiarize yourself with your rights under the FCRA and don't hesitate to dispute any inaccuracies you find. Remember, you have the right to dispute errors with both credit bureaus and lenders directly. While disputing with credit bureaus can be effective, going straight to the source, the lender, can often lead to faster and more efficient resolutions. A shared responsibility. Policymakers must also act. Creating a truly fair and transparent credit reporting system requires a collective effort. It's not just about individual actions, but also about systemic changes that can only be achieved through collaboration. Policymakers have a crucial role to play in enacting legislation that strengthens consumer protections and promotes accountability within the credit reporting industry. They must ensure that the laws are robust and comprehensive, addressing the root causes of inaccuracies and unfair practices. This includes simplifying the dispute process, enhancing consumer education initiatives, and making it easier for individuals to understand and manage their credit reports. Policymakers must also hold both credit bureaus and lenders accountable for inaccurate reporting. This means implementing stringent penalties for non-compliance and ensuring that there are clear enforceable standards in place. By working together, consumers and policymakers can help ensure that credit reports are accurate, fair, and truly reflect an individual's creditworthiness. This collaboration is essential for building a financial system that works for everyone. Your credit score is a powerful tool. It can influence your ability to secure loans, rent an apartment, or even get a job. Understanding your rights and taking control of your credit health can empower you to unlock a brighter financial future. By staying informed and proactive, you can navigate the complexities of the credit system and make it work to your advantage.